Greetings and welcome to my channel, The Healthy Voice. My name is Bella and I have been a music teacher for over 20 years, as well as a professional performer for over 30 years. Today, I want to talk to you about creating a daily discipline of practice. And I've been putting off this subject for a long time because it scares people. But I think it's important that we talk about this. I've been getting prepared for next month's content in the Healthy Voice community. And for next month in April, we're going to start doing a daily practice session. And so as I've been thinking about this, I've been thinking about my own relationship with daily practice. And I want to try to give you guys some tips and some mindset ideas on how you can start to create a daily practice on your own. But before I do that, let me tell you about my course, The Voice Liberation Method. It is a self-paced 7-week course designed to help you free your voice, to free years of tension, self-consciousness, fear, stage fright, whatever it is that has been blocking your voice. I have given you so much help in this series. There's nervous system reset practices, guided visualizations, lots of vocal technique, lots of fun warm-ups, journal prompts, toning sessions where you basically meditate with your voice. It's really great. And I've already had a handful of students finish the course. The feedback has been really good. I'm very proud of it. And if you're interested, you should definitely go check it out. So let's talk about this practice situation. So I tend to have a very patient and compassionate attitude towards my students and my clients when it comes to the topic of daily practice, because the truth is it's very hard to make daily practice work. Let's just be real, okay? Nobody is perfect. It is a rare person who can actually make sure they practice every single day. So I don't want you to take me so literally whenever I say practice every day. Yes, you should practice every day. That is the answer. And I think sometimes when people ask me that question, they're really hoping I'll say, no, you don't have to practice every day. Look, the truth is you should practice every day. I should practice every day. Do I? No, I don't. But that doesn't change the fact that musicians of all kinds, whether you're a singer or an instrumentalist, should practice every day. If you are a martial artist, you should practice every day. If you are really interested in yoga, you should do yoga every day. That's just the way it works if you want to master something. Now, you may not actually get around to doing it every single day because things come up. We cannot help it when unexpected events occur, and it gets in the way of our daily flow. But let me talk to you about why you should start to cultivate a daily practice. So here's what will happen whenever you decide that you're going to start the path of the healthy voice, the path of the singer, or the path of the speaker. You are going to create a daily practice routine. And it's going to be a little challenging at first to remember every single day to do it. But once you get past that first week and you start to get into a flow, you are going to feel downright euphoric. You are going to feel so good about yourself because you are practicing every day and you are noticing the difference. You can tell that it's paying off and you feel really good about yourself for being able to stick to something, because the truth is, you and I both know that most people cannot be disciplined enough to stick to something every single day. And so you feel really good about yourself too. Okay, so maybe a few weeks go by. Maybe you're one of these people who can keep it going for a month or 2 months. At some point, you are going to start to get a little too relaxed about your practice. You are going to look back and think, wow, look at how far I've come. I feel so good. My voice feels so good. I have really been on top of my practice every day. But you know, I'm getting a little tired. I think I'll just take off today. And so you take off today, and it's not that big of a deal. You go back and you practice the next day, and you think, wow, I don't really feel like that missed day was so bad. And so you keep your practice going. But then another day comes up and you're like, yeah, I could practice today, but I feel like watching a TV show instead. And so you skip your practice. And then the next day, your voice is still feeling really good, despite missing that one day of practice. And you remember that previous week where you skipped and you're like, maybe it's okay if I skip a few days. And so you skip a few days. And then before you know it, a whole week has gone by and you start thinking, and so you might feel so guilty that you don't even bother getting back to practice. Or maybe you do practice and you can feel that you've been set back a little, like that missed week. I can feel the tension in my voice where for like a month or two, it was like I was flying with my voice. It was amazing. And so you're going to start to have little setbacks. You may psych yourself out and you may stop practicing altogether. Okay, so let's talk about what's going on there. First of all, it's normal. And I know a lot of you guys who follow me, you're very hard workers. I recognize that in you. I see it in you in our one-on-one sessions, in our email correspondences, in my interactions with people in the Healthy Voice. Clearly, I am attracting a certain kind of person who's not lazy. They take responsibility. They're very success-oriented. They're very determined to be great. And I see you and I recognize that in you. And that's how I can also tell that you're the kind of person who might give up on your practice at some point, and you might beat yourself up for it. But I want to tell you right now, it's a very human thing to get sidetracked and to forget about the things that you've been working on. And it's okay to pause for a moment to get things back in order and then to get back on your daily practice. Because here's why you should keep up with a daily practice. Because listen to this. So let's go back and let's remember that moment when you were practicing every single day and you were feeling really good. And if you can just imagine or recall the last time you had a good singing session, how you felt afterwards. How did you feel? I am going to guess, I would bet money that you felt great. You felt relaxed and probably energized at the same time. Your head probably felt clear. Your emotions felt neutralized. Perhaps you felt more optimistic. It is really incredible what singing can do for the mind and the body. And so you know that good feeling. Now, I had mentioned before that sometimes unexpected events come up. Sometimes those unexpected events are not a one-day only situation. Sometimes unexpected events come up and they mess up our entire routine, or they stress us out. Sometimes a loved one gets sick, or we have a problem with our job, or a family member is going through a very hard time and it's actually causing you some stress. Well, when you're going through periods like that, it's very difficult to start a daily practice. But if you already have a daily practice established because you started this process a month ago or 2 months ago, then what's going to happen is you are going to habitually, almost instinctually, go to your practice on a daily basis during this difficult period. And it's going to help you get through the difficult period. When I was going through my divorce, it was one of the hardest periods in my whole life. I had to find a place to live that was not only affordable, but could house my baby grand piano, as well as not disturb the neighbors when I did practice, which I did practice every single day. Playing the piano and singing was like a life raft for me. Singing every single day got me through that period. I don't think I would have survived it if I didn't have that practice. And I had that practice already established before I went through that difficult period. And it's interesting, I actually practiced more when I was going through the difficult time. I don't know if I would have been able to start a practice during that period, but I am really glad that I already had one established because I ended up leaning into it even more. Instead of playing for maybe 20 minutes, maybe an hour, I played for about 2 hours every single night. And it really made a difference. That's why I want you to establish a practice right now while you're already interested and while you're obviously in a place where you can start thinking about this kind of thing, because life is imperfect. Life has ups and downs. And so while you're feeling inspired to get started, create a daily practice for yourself. And in my next video, I will talk to you about how to establish a routine that works for you. But for today, I just wanted to plant a seed for you to start thinking about making your vocal practice a daily, non-negotiable part of your life. I hope that this helped you, and if you are looking to improve your vocal technique or learn more about the healing effects of singing, I recommend my Healthy Voice community, where we do live practice sessions every week. I have one main technique theme of every month. For example, as I record this, the theme is vocal control. Other past themes have been resonance, breath support, and throat release. And in April, we're going to be talking all about the body and the voice and the connection, and it's going to be great. So if you're interested in going deeper and you want support from people who are going through the same thing as you, I highly recommend the Healthy Voice community. And also, if you are interested in including a harmonium like the one I have behind me or a shruti box in your chanting practice, then I have good news. Old Delhi Music has agreed to give you guys 5% off any instrument in their store. So check out the link below if you want to take advantage of that discount. Thanks so much for watching, and keep going because the world needs your unique voice. I'll see you in the next one.